This is a Barfaholic. Back. Thought I'd come and speak on a few things. Like I said, of course I'll be back. So much that goes on. But I wanted to speak on some things and bring some knowledge to some people who might not have thought about things this way. You can always tell somebody something. A lot of people don't have, just haven't thought of things a certain way sometimes. But, what I had noticed over, the last few years was, it was like a real hammer down on black people. Everybody was, acting real funny with black people. Like they didn't want anything to do with you. Just making, black people seem real bad. Just really just disgracing black people, trashing us, not physically or in our face, but they'll try, but I mean, like disownment, just like it's nothing good about us. People were really and have been really just on us, and I've seen where it wasn't much of a defense because black people, were in the clouds thinking that everything was peaches and cream. I don't know what the fuck, black people were doing, but, I noticed it wasn't a defense there. It wasn't, even from just comment sections on YouTube videos, these other races of people, and they, it still goes on, but, they would say their pieces and it would just, that's all it was. And the black person would say something, but it would, if they did, which was rare that somebody even did, they would, not know what to say. You're being racist. Why you gotta be, just, I guess, it was, they didn't know what was going on, and it was surprised that it was, these people feeling like they were feeling the same what they were saying, And so, like I said, it wasn't much of a defense there, okay? And so, they almost made it, was making it like it's cool to trash us, like we're not shit, like we're weak, just everything. People just like really on our heads, and like I said, they still try to be, but but no, it's a little different, I'd give it, maybe a few months, give it a few months back, from around, that Trayvon Martin era, on down or all around there, people really, and I mean, they still are, but real funny style with blacks is what I will say. Now, the key thing to all that is I noticed a lot of people abandoning blacks, I noticed, I saw it, and if you're black, I mean, really anybody know, but only a black person gonna keep it real to say, yeah, I know, and see the different, and I'll get to what I mean by that, people were really abandoning blacks, not to say that they don't still, but I mean, it was just very blatantly abandonment with, blacks. People were abandoning the shit out of being black or acknowledging black. Just anything. People, abandoned us. And what I mean, like the white people, all the non-blacks that, use your culture, dress like your culture and everything else. They would do, you just seen it in their motherfucking, the way they carried themselves towards you, that they were, they abandoned, they were, it's just certain little things that I saw anyway that to let you know that, like, you'd see them trying to switch up to not be as much of you as they used to would be. So what I guess that's one way of putting it. I saw them switching up then, thinking or feeling like, it's cool to be their self. Not be, well, yeah, if you want to be their self, which is a white person, which is a Mexican person, which is a China, whatever the fuck, I just saw them really abandon it all, Then the mixed people. I'll go, I saw a lot of, seemed like a lot of them were edging more towards their white side as much as possible then, at the moment, They, would try to, light-skinned people, bright enough, they were, they were embracing the shit out of the parts that made them closer to being white or to being not black. People, who were mixed with anything but with black, they were leaning towards whatever wasn't black. They were trying to. They're doing it. They were leaning to whatever wasn't black. People who are black, who are in America are going to be considered black anyway. What they would do, I'm Jamaican. I'm Haitian. I'm anything other than what you would, wouldn't worry about being if it wasn't under attack or cool. You catch a lot of people doing that, like the dude. And what all it is, because in America it doesn't matter. The shit doesn't matter if you're dark skinned, if you're brown, dark skinned guy, you're black. Okay, you're not getting the credit for nothing else. I mean, if somebody's going around looking for a black target to pop at, to shoot at, whatever you wanna, they're gonna get you. They're gonna get you too. They're not gonna sit there and say, "Oh, well, no, he's nah, you're good enough. You're the color we're looking for." You know what I mean? And see, when the black people do it, that may be from Jamaica or got that descent, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's just to throw shit at you almost. You know what I'm saying? To say I'm not one of you. That's because nobody else cares. I mean, to anybody else, that's what they are. They'll throw that shit to you and tell you that and disconnect you from them. I don't know, but I don't want no connection with you anyway. If it's like that, the Puerto Ricans, Latino, Dominican, whatever that what was or what you would consider, that would have any ties with a black. They wouldn't claim they were black. No, they wouldn't. They would say, "Damn it, I am Puerto Rican, whatever the fuck. I am Dominican," and talk shit about you, about black people, and what I mean, black people, the ones in America, and that's what I noticed, and it's just like, wow, you got, you kind of saw what was really what, man, and it's different for a guy like me because I can't stop being what I'm being. There's no way that I could sit there and tell you or tell anybody, "Hey, I'm not black. I am whatever or something else." And see what it is. It's a shit in the face to people like me who has no other choice. Which, not to say that I would like to have another choice, but what I'm trying to say is, you're shitting on me. is what you're doing. Because I saw what you did. You know, I saw when you sat there and basically, I'm not black. I'm Jamaican. I am Haitian. You know, and all of them come from Africa. You know, but this is, you know, they will cut you off when you come to, you know, in America. So, you know, they'll try to not be black as much as possible. And they'll walk around doing everything that a black in America does and, you know, get the credit. But then when shit hits the ceiling, you know, they run off and claim something else. Which they can't run, you ain't no running off, but they'll try. Look what they do. They'll try their hardest. They won't, you know, they're not black then. You know, they wasn't black. They, you know, I'm something else. That's what they said. Me, all I could be was what I was, you know, and what I am, black in America, you know. It wasn't I wasn't nowhere for me to run, you know. All these other people running and, I'm claiming, you know, they're claiming everything else. I was one of the guys that couldn't, you know, so that's why it's a slap in the face to me for you to, you know, when you think the coast is clear, to, you know, just jump back in the game like that and, you know, get the shit that, you know, my people are going to prison for. You know what I'm saying? Dying for. You know, when the shit hits the fan, or, you know, when you think the coast is clear, you come back out and you're just one of the guys now. But then when it look like we're under siege, or when you feel we're under siege, you claiming something else. Now you're trying anything you can to separate yourself, you know. And I mean, that's you know, I'm pretty sure, you know, I can't be alone in what I'm saying, you know, because I saw it. I mean, they threw it in my face, you know, how they're not something else. And, you know, the guy DJ Academics, I like him, you know, I listen to his stuff, and but I noticed him, he, you know, I guess to keep his little base or something like that, you know, he's reporting on urban shit, the whole shit. But I mean, what's the point of, you know? It's not, I mean, if that's what you are, that's what you are. I guess, you know. I'm Jamaican. You know, when they be black in America, then that's when, you know, they'll throw it all off. Then, you know, well, I'm not one of you. You see what I'm saying? But they're in America, and it's not a big deal, but it is a big deal because some people are only black or tied to blacks when it's benefits, and it makes a person like me mad because I am black at all times. I guess, you know, I don't. It's no taking no breaks for me. You know what I'm saying? And you're coming back and, you know, reaping benefits that, you know, we sitting up there, the ones that have to claim black, are actually fighting. You know, that's what it is. You know, if you're all black, okay, well, then you separate yourself when you think blacks are under siege. I mean, it's like, how can you do that? You know, fuck it. You know, let it. You know, right? If you're riding, you're riding. Not that, I'm Jamaican, I'm Haitian. I mean, damn. Okay, I mean, so I guess, you know, you don't want what come with being black, though. That's what it seemed like to me. You don't want to, you don't want to deal with what actually comes with not being able to hide, huh? You know, no, that doesn't apply to me. I'm not black. No, that's them niggas. I'm not black. Then there they are, Craig. You know, I seen it and I saw it, man. That's what they were saying. That's shit that all the motherfuckers were saying. Shit like that. It was them. You know, when you know, blacks hot under siege, people get to calling them. They don't say, you know, it ain't no we then. You know, in America, it's on, you know, what's up to the real black people? That's, you know, I don't, you know, and I'm not with the Willie Lynch separation thing of black people, but that's what I'm speaking against. The ones that do try to, oh, I'm something else. When you come to America, man, if you black, you know, you got dark skin, dude, you are black, dog. You know, it ain't no, it is what it is, bro. I mean, you know, that's just that. I mean, that's what they're gonna see you for, and all these people, you know, or some of the white, what some white people saying and thinking shit. I'm talking about just, well, you know, in America in general, when you come here, that's what, you know, that's you're black. You know, when you're dark skinned or whatever, you're black, pretty much. You know, especially if you're born here. I mean, you know, black Americans with the, you know, but like I say, yeah, I seen a lot of them. Yeah, they hid behind something else. It's like, oh, I'm not one of them. You know, ain't that a bitch? So like I said, what's up? The shout outs to the real black people, the ones that can't run and hide like me, and the ones that don't run and hide, you know. But you know, and then you'll have another subject to it. You know, this is some real game right here. You know, you got a lot of white people. You know, you got some white people just because they grew up, you know, kind of poor or whatever. Oh, you know, yeah, I grew up poor like you. I had to do this. I had to do that. Let me tell you something. And this is just the realest shit probably anyone's ever said. And hear me out when I say this. The only white people that are actually poor, the only white people that are poor, hear me when I say this. The only white people that are poor are the ones that at one point in time in their life decided to affiliate with black people. And it's not that the black people made them poor. It's their parents didn't want them affiliating with black people. And once they disobeyed them by affiliating with black people, they cut them off. I've seen it, and I see it happen all the motherfucking time. That's when they go poor. When their family that they come from cuts them off from dealing with black people or a certain black person, whatever. I see it happen all the time. That's what makes a lot of them scared to even talk to you, affiliate with you. In a lot of cases, a lot of these kids in school that you might be dealing with, and, you know, especially if you live in the South somewhere, and, you know, I bullshit you, anybody will tell you that. And you live in the South somewhere, any of them, you know, kind of wealthy white people or whatever, you know, wherever they, you know, they come, you know, coming from a little bit of money from, you know, land that's been stolen, you know, that's slaves and, you know, slaved over and all that shit in the South, you know. But if they can't really be seen talking to you, if, you know, especially too much or too hard, you just can't. Because if their parents see that shit, they'll threaten to disown them if they do these things. Some of them will sit there and actually just leave it. You know, will just leave. It will disobey them. And what happens is their family cuts them off. See that? Their family will cut them off from all resources. So once their family cuts them off from the resources, well, they really don't have anything left. So you might see them working alongside of you until they get tired of you. You know, because as long as that white girl is dealing with, or white guy, whatever, as long as they're dealing with that black person, they're adamant about cutting those resources off. I'm telling you, they will fucking bye-bye. Shit, they will really cut them off and leave them poor. So it's not the black person that makes them, but it's they chose to affiliate and, you know, rebel against what their parents told them not to do, which is affiliate or talk to a black person. So yeah, then that will make them poor. That makes them poor. That's what you have there. Or the ones that get, on the drugs and stuff, getting it, from somebody, and, those people, the only white people that's going to be poor are the ones that rebelled against their parents, like I say, in most cases of dealing with a black person. They cut all the resources off. So all that, acting like they're alongside of you is because, they basically, dealt with you, with somebody of your color, They didn't, listen to their parents, and not to say it's a good thing, because like I say, because once it's not like, oh, well, we sacrificed, or yeah, they sacrificed just for the right of you. No, because what happens is, and especially around the times that I was like you had a lot of those people. What I'm saying right there, they dropped that shit when they got tired of you. They'll go and, hey, I know what you're talking about, to their parents, and their resources are back on in, and they have nothing else to do with you. So that's what I'm saying with these people that, act like they're with us or in our shoes. No, they're not. No, they're not. And it shows how more hateful it is that's because they chose to deal with you. That's why they cut them off. And maybe they feared that they might pass on resources to you. And so it just wasn't happening. It just wasn't happening. Well, ask some of the parents in the South and things like that, the white parents, why they don't want their children affiliating with black people. Which, hey, fine. Okay, fine. That's fine. But, I just have a problem with the white people that come along and, oh, I was poor too, and blah, blah, blah. It's the reason why you were poor. In most cases, that's going to be the reason. It's because at one point in time, they chose to affiliate with a black person. I've seen it happen. That's what they're afraid of happening all the time. So, I've seen it as, with these kids growing up around here in the South, they wouldn't, in public, they won't really talk to the black kid, even though they see him at school. But they won't talk to him in public because their parents, it gives off a certain look and an image that they don't want to have to carry around, especially when they start dating them. It's over, they'll disown. So a lot of mixed kids, I'm pretty sure they can tell you, in a lot of cases, they're not accepted by that white side because that white side is embarrassed and ashamed. And I've worked in stores and things, and I've seen mixed, you might see an older white lady with a mixed baby, and it's just a shameful look on her face, but she's trying to act like it's not, but you just see it. It's just disgusting to me. But, hey, there's nothing wrong with, being mixed, but, I know a lot of mixed kids, I guess it could go both ways, but I haven't really just seen a lot of black parents that mad about the kid being mixed, but the white parents, ghost, 2 fingers, peace, they won't really affiliate fool with that kid like that in a lot of cases, but I just, there's some things I just had to speak on, like I say, those are the reason. So when you have a white person sitting up here acting like they're having it hard, or you just see them having it hard, then you can pretty much go back, and that's where it stem from. In a lot of cases, unless somebody's just that misfortunate, unfortunate, whatever, to be in a fucked up situation, which I'm pretty sure majority of the cases is going to be just what I said. Either they, they messed, either they, got on some kind of, drugs real bad. Even then, sometimes they won't just push them off like that. Not all the time, but I'm telling you, that's what it'd be in a lot of cases, And so, a lot of the ones that's wealthy or whatever that you might see, well, I guarantee they don't affiliate with black people because they're sticking to the code of what they were told, So that's why you'll have some poor white people. So it ain't just that, they had a fucked up hand like us and was held back like us, because they're not. So none of these motherfuckers are like us, man. And they will never resonate with what's going on and what you're dealing with, man. Even though how much they want to act like it. You see any of these wiggers, what they want to call them, the white boys that want to act, and maybe if they come from some projects and all that. If you just do a lot more research on that whole family, where his mother came from. His mother, somebody got something, but she, like I say, got into a certain, a certain group of people or something like that. And that's what happened. They cut her off. They cut off her resources. I'm telling you, So, that's just some things I had to speak on, man. Of course, I'll be back with more, man. So, yeah, I was trying to see if I was going to say anything about how Mexicans act and stuff, But I guess I pretty much touched on what I was going to do on this one. There's some more stuff I need to drop. I will be back, but I will be back anyway. Barfaholic.